You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Please make sure you have smashed that like button and subscribe to our channel for new story. Story title, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house deep in the heart of the forest, lived a family of bears. There was Father Bear, who was very big and strong with a deep, rumbling voice. Mother Bear was neither too big nor too small. She was just right with a gentle and loving nature. Lastly, there was Baby Bear, who was very small and full of curiosity and wonder. The three bears shared a happy home filled with laughter, warmth, and love. Every morning, the bear family would sit down together for breakfast, enjoying steaming bowls of porridge. Father Bear preferred his porridge thick and hearty. Mother Bear liked hers sweet and creamy, while Baby Bear loved his porridge just the way it was. Not too thick, not too sweet, but just right. One sunny morning, Father Bear took a deep breath and exclaimed, "Our porridge is too hot today. Let's take a walk in the forest while it cools down." Mother Bear and Baby Bear agreed, and so the three bears set off on a leisurely stroll through the woods. At the same time, a little girl named Goldilocks was wandering through the forest. She had beautiful golden hair that shone in the sunlight, which was why she was called Goldilocks. She loved exploring, and today, her curious feet led her to a part of the forest she had never seen before. As she walked, Goldilocks hummed a cheerful tune, picking wildflowers and chasing butterflies. Suddenly, she noticed a quaint little house nestled among the trees. The door was painted a cheerful blue, and flowers bloomed in the garden. Goldilocks' eyes sparkled with curiosity. She approached the house and knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. There was no answer. She peered through the window and saw a cozy room inside, with a table set for breakfast. Her stomach rumbled. She knocked again and rang the bell, but still no one answered. Unable to resist, Goldilocks tried the door handle. To her surprise, it opened. Goldilocks stepped inside the house. The smell of delicious porridge made her even hungrier. She saw 3 bowls of porridge on the table, a big bowl, a middle-sized bowl, and a small bowl. First, she tasted the porridge from the big bowl, but it was too salty. "I don't like this porridge, it's too salty," she said. Then she tasted the porridge from the middle-sized bowl, but it was too sweet. "I don't like this porridge, it's too sweet," she said. Finally, she tasted the porridge from the small bowl. She said, "I like this porridge, it's just right." And she ate all of Baby Bear's porridge. Feeling satisfied, Goldilocks looked around the room and noticed 3 chairs. First, she sat in the big chair, but it was too hard. "I don't like this chair, it's too hard," she said. Next, she sat in the middle-sized chair, but it was too soft. "I don't like this chair, it's too soft," she said. Finally, she sat in the small chair, and it was just right. "I like this chair, it's just right," but Goldilocks was too big for the small chair, and it broke under her weight. "Oh dear," she cried, "poor Baby Bear's chair." Goldilocks began to feel very tired after her adventures. She decided she needed a nap and went in search of a bed. She found a bedroom with 3 beds, a big bed, a middle-sized bed, and a small bed. She tried the big bed first, but it was too hard. "I don't like this bed, it's too hard," she said. Then she tried the middle-sized bed, but it was too soft. "I don't like this bed, it's too soft," she said. Finally, she lay down on the small bed, and it was just right. "I like this bed, it's just right," she said, pulling up the blanket. Goldilocks closed her eyes and soon fell fast asleep. While Goldilocks was asleep, the 3 bears returned from their walk. They were looking forward to their breakfast and were surprised to find the door slightly open. Father Bear stepped inside and immediately noticed his porridge. "Who's been eating my porridge?" he roared in his deep voice. Mother Bear looked at her bowl and said, "Who's been eating my porridge?" Baby Bear looked at his empty bowl and wailed, "Who's been eating my porridge? It's all gone." The bears then noticed their chairs. Father Bear said, "Who's been sitting in my chair?" Mother Bear said, "Who's been sitting in my chair?" Baby Bear looked at his broken chair and cried, "Who's been sitting in my chair? And look, it's broken." The bears were very curious now and went into the bedroom. Father Bear saw his bed and said, "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" Mother Bear saw her bed and said, "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" Baby Bear looked at his bed and saw Goldilocks sleeping there. "Who's been sleeping in my bed? There she is!" Goldilocks woke up with a start and saw the three bears staring at her. She was so frightened that she jumped out of bed, ran to the window, and climbed out. She ran as fast as her legs could carry her, all the way back home. The three bears watched her go, relieved that the intruder was gone, but a bit amused by the whole adventure. Goldilocks never returned to the house of the three bears, and she learned a valuable lesson that day. Never enter someone's house without permission. As for the three bears, they fixed Baby Bear's chair and made new porridge, happy to return to their peaceful life in the forest. And so Father Bear, Mother Bear, and Baby Bear continued to live happily ever after in their little house in the forest, always remembering the day they had an unexpected visitor named Goldilocks. If you like this story, please give this video a like. For more stories, go to bedtimedreamytales.com. See you in the next story.